Well, hello, Fishhead friends. Joe here. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Once spring hits at work, I get insanely busy and insanely tired, and, life happens, whatever. But, so, I figure I'll do an update real quick. I'm getting some rain right now, kind of taking a long lunch, waiting for the rain to stop. So I figured I'd swing by my house and do a quick video. Now, not a whole lot has changed in the cichlid tank. The biggest thing that came up just a couple days ago, I noticed I have a new female holding, which is pretty cool. That's one of the juvies that was the offspring of, I'm pretty sure, this big VC10, and I don't see the female, but if you've watched my videos, oh, there she is. This female right here. So now, there we go. Now she's holding, and the last two water changes I've done, I have seen one fry under these rocks over here. I accidentally found it by moving the rocks, and surprisingly, it was still there last night when I did another water change, so we'll see how it goes. Hold on one sec. I did, so I'm not going to strip the eggs out or strip the fry out and raise them up separately. I'm just going to let them go in the tank and see what happens. But last night, I put together this thing. I took just two drip trays, terracotta drip trays, and then these balls are the ceramic media from my internal filter that I have back there. I just super glued it all together, and this is going to leave plenty of room for the fry to hide, but none of the other fish can get in there. So it's kind of goofy looking, kind of cool. I like the idea. We'll see how it works. At least, it's like some cover for them. I'll probably stick it in the back and hope I get some fry. That'll be pretty cool. Otherwise, everybody's doing pretty good, with the exception of this yellow female. She's super old. This is one I got from my buddy who also had that giant Texas cichlid. She's getting beat up a little bit. She's getting really, really thin, just outcompeted for food. She might just be at the end of her life and doesn't have the energy to run away or anything. So she's getting in pretty rough shape. I missed my water change 2 weeks ago, so the decorations didn't move at all, and whenever I do that, if I don't move the decorations around enough, aggression starts to pick up. So as long as I move everything weekly or so, it usually is pretty good. So my female VC10's a little beat up. The big OB, where is he? He's a little beat up, not too bad. Just some tattered fins. Not a whole lot else has changed in here. Got some good growth going, some good colors going. Pretty happy. I still really love watching these guys. The blue dolphin looks great. He's getting bigger. The rusty's getting big. This guy was tiny when I put him in there, and he just shines that rusty orange color. I'm really glad I got these two. The sunshine, or the yellow peacock, basically lost all his color. It has glimpses of gold from time to time, but nothing too exciting. Just a little disappointing. Oh, here he is right here. You can tell that he's yellow just by the sheen in him, but someday maybe he'll color up again. It's actually looking pretty good today. As you can see by the awesome reflection over here from my window, they get a decent amount of sunlight in through here, or like natural light, so they look good over on that side usually. This guy's looking good as always. Yeah, so that's this tank. Not a whole lot of big events, but a couple exciting things. Now, we'll move over to my 10-gallon planted tank. This thing, I really wish I would have had the energy and time to document this a little more, as a lot has happened in here. When I set this up, I started off with just some old fluorescent lights on there, and that was always just meant to be temporary. It kind of kept the plants alive. And then I upgraded to a Stingray, Phoenix Stingray, which was great. Super bright, really helped the plants. I did not get a timer, which I knew I should have. But, whatever, it is what it is. But because I did not have a timer, basically I grew a Blackbeard algae farm. Every little bit of everything in here was covered with Blackbeard algae. And I saw it happening, I knew it was going to happen from the beginning, and to be honest, I kind of let it go kind of on purpose. I've never had a serious problem with algae. I've had plenty of Blackbeard algae in the cichlid tank, but it was never an issue, and I actually really like Blackbeard algae, but in here it's becoming an issue with killing the plants, and everything was just a complete carpet of algae. So I finally got a timer, got that set. I got a little more strict on the fertilizers. I use Aquarium Co-op's Easy Green, and I also picked up 10 what were they, fire red shrimp, I think. No, I'm drawing a blank on exactly what they were, but the little red cherry shrimp. I think they're the fire reds. And then I borrowed my daughter's Autosynclus, and then I do have a horned nearite snail in here as well. And all of those things together took care of the algae in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. I'm kind of maintaining it like it is now. Like I don't mind algae at all. As far as I'm concerned, it's just another plant. It adds color and dimension. I like it on the back glass and the side glass. As long as it's not on the front glass and it's not killing the plants, I'm good with it. So I have a good balance going. The hair grass got hit pretty hard. It's bouncing back slowly, but I think it'll be okay. The cryptocorns were fine. I used my fingernail and scraped the Blackbeard algae off of those. Same with the Anubias Nana Petites, or Nanas. I can't remember if those are Nanas or Nana Petites, but I just scraped off as much as I could, as gently as I could, and they're doing fine. So I got that under control, and it's kind of fun getting a problem and fixing the problem. Because typically to fix these problems, you gotta get more fish and stuff, so it was a good excuse for me to go get some red shrimp. Sorry. So with these neons I have in here, they're pretty ugly. I got them from PetSmart. They have fin rot. They have weird growths on their mouths. I have 1 or 2 that look okay in here. I've lost a couple. I'm going to try and see if I can give them back to PetSmart. I don't want a refund or anything. I just want to get rid of them. I have treated with General Cure, erythromycin. I'm going to set up a hospital tank coming up real soon. Treat them again with erythromycin and Icax and see if that helps. I just don't want to deal with the blue water and staining everything blue in this tank. I also put in I got some mini catalpa leaves off Amazon, so I've been adding those in. They're little ones, so I basically just add in 4 or 5 every week, and I'm going to see what kind of happens with those. Those are supposed to be good for antibacterial and I think anti-parasite or fungal issues. I'm not entirely sure. I just know a lot of people suggest them for shrimp tanks and just kind of tanks in general. I do like the look of the leaf litter too. I think it looks pretty cool. So that's about it for this. Everything's looking pretty good up here. I have a few pieces of duckweed in here. Came with some of my shrimp when I got them. That again, I kind of, I've never had a lot of these common problems that a lot of people do have because I've only kept cichlids, so I kind of wanted to let stuff get out of control and fight my way back, kind of keep me interested in the hobby in different ways. So I'll admit the duckweed is not splitting as fast as I thought it would. I have 4 or 5 pieces in here that, I think I started with 1 or maybe 2. Now I have 5, I think. And I've had 5 for a couple weeks now. So maybe it's just gotta give it some more time, whatever. If it doesn't take off, that's probably good, but if it does overtake the tank, it's good for compost and all that. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'd like to do an update on my daughter's tank one of these days as well. She's always excited to do that. This little female guppy, she was born in my tank. She's pregnant. She should be popping. Oh yeah, I have, in the last couple days, I've seen 2 of my shrimp that are buried up. They're holding eggs, so that's super exciting too. I think that's it. I'm kind of rambling now. Lunch is probably over. I gotta check to see if it's done raining, so yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to keep some videos coming as more things change or as I do stuff. So, alright, talk to you later, guys. Thanks.